And we're back. It's Jesse.
And that,
And we're bringing you another list doctor. So today we are playing a wave, or not a wave serpent, but rather an Eldar list that was sent in to us. And I am playing against your Thunderwolves. Your Thunderwolf unitish star thingamabobber.
yeah, I mean, it's still Space Room. Well, this is an LVO list that I've been kind of messing around with. It's Dark Angels primary. So the person who has our list is planning for LVO. So we brought a tournament list to it. Dark Angels, Command Squad, the Chaplain on bike, so I can bring a second Sicarius battle tank. Those are my Sicarius battle tanks in the back. And then a bunch of Space Wolves just to, Iron Priest, stuff like that to round up the unit.
So we're testing out some things. So it's a Vanguard deployment. We're playing LVO mission number 5, which is Big Guns Never Tire, and Vanguard deployment. I won the dice roll to go second, or to choose to go second. So I made you deploy first. So what is your thought process in your deployment here?
I know I have scout move. I know I'm going to try to be aggressive. I figure you're going to kind of castle back because you have bottom of turns. You have the advantage in Maelstrom. You have the advantage in actual objectives. I know I have to be the aggressor and try to take the fight to you. Deploy up on the front line. I'm planning on scouting up. Keep the carrying battle tanks close. They have a 48-inch range and a 12-inch move. 60-inch effective range is pretty good. I have Conquer of Cities, so I can just freely move them through those ruins. But yeah, just to keep up close and be able to be aggressive.
So the list set in is revolving around a Singing Spear unit. And the Singing Spear unit with 2 Farseers and an Altark in it to kind of make it, it's a little bit punchier version on the charge than the Seer Council is of a close combat star. So I went with the mindset of, well, I have jet bikes. I can be 48 inches across the table in one turn. Deploy back, don't give up first blood. I have the Wraith Knight. My deployment is, make sure I am just back with the bikes, sit back with the Wraith Knight, give myself room to maneuver away, and try not give up first blood with a quick charge. So on turn 1, you scout forward just like you say, and then it's basically from there, it's move forward.
So the whole time of my positioning, I'm making sure, the Wraith Knight's the only thing that scares me shooting wise. The only thing that's going to double me out. Which is a problem. I don't have any kind of Eternal Warrior character, so now I'm trying to keep, keeping a 3-up invuln save in front, and just pretty much all those Cyber Wolves right behind me. Easy lookout, sirs. They're going to get a 3-up cover in Ruins, and it's Night Fight on turn 1. It's actually going to get a 2-up cover on turn 1. Pretty much to try and not let that Wraith Knight give you first blood, which is pretty much the name of the game at this point, is not trying to get first blood. And then I realized I don't take dangerous terrain checks.
I think you called me a cheater for telling you to take a dangerous terrain check as well.
Name of the game is this battle is going to be over first blood. I have a little bit more mobility than you. I have more units, in my opinion, to get Maelstrom points. My hope is to make sure I get First Blood, Warlord, Linebreaker, and then just hope to draw you out on the primary and secondary, or get one of them and just give you the other one. So First Blood's going to be crucial.
So my whole goal was a null deployment. There was no need for me to put Wave Serpents on the table or other bikes, any of my units on the table that you could, because you have that impressive range with those Sicarian battle tanks, being able to move 12, shoot 48, and ignore Jink. I felt there was virtually no need whatsoever for me to risk a first blood.
Yeah, I probably should have moved it a little bit more. I tried to stay back to even about 20-inch or about 20-inch range. I probably should have moved up a little bit more, feeling that if you're going to really charge me, who cares? I'm going to beat you in close combat. It did give you an extra turn to run away with the Wraith Knight that you probably didn't deserve, so that was my mistake there. So both my scouts come on, kind of a bummer. One of my bike units come on. Of course, it doesn't come on where I want it to. So I just kind of back up to make sure to hold my objectives, just to, force you to have to pretty much answer them. No one's gotten first blood at this point. I'm worried because you got the Hornets potentially outflanking. They're going to go for my tanks. Also, I've got the 5-man scout squad that's really fragile right there. I got a lot of easy to get potential kill points there, and that's what's got me nervous at this point. You're kind of running. You did what I thought you were going to do, and you kind of split the field, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And so here I kind of do something similar. I jump up with half of my unit, and I actually fall back with the Wolfguard Battle Leader and one of the Iron Priests. The Iron Priest has 2 dogs, with him, and have them fall back and join up with one of the scout squads just to bulk it up. The only reason they're joining the scout squad for now is they're honestly going to run off on their own next turn anyway, but might as well just have them, join the scout squad just to make it so the scout squad's harder to break if you try to break them off. Because I rolled both those two backfield maelstroms. Oh no, I'm sorry. This turn I think I got kill a unit and then that backfield maelstrom.
Yeah, and I mean, I was really hoping you would pressure my Wraith Knight with your full star, and then my star would go out. I was kind of actually surprised to see you split there. I was really hoping you would just say, "Oh, I'm going balls to the wall. Like, I'm going to kill this Wraith Knight. I'm going to be all up in your grill with everything." And I was like, "Okay, well then that allows me to split the field." And as a smart move, you did not do that, because then it's your Death Star on one side, my Death Star on the other, and my Death Star frankly has more mobility than yours. So if I'm able to get in there and start assaulting your things, and you're trying to chase down my army, I mean it was a very well thought out play, and it kind of left me in a position of what do I do. So with the Hornets outflanking here, I decided to bring them in, and there's scouts. There's a 5-man unit of scout that's not in cover or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, well, there's going to be my first blood. I'm basically in this position where with the jet bikes and all that, you are able to get 2 maelstrom points here because you do have both those back objectives as your maelstroms. And I have kill a unit and I have 2 killer units, I believe, is my maelstrom.
This is the turn you have that one there.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
that objective in the bottom right, because you jump out there just to grab it and then give me a throwaway unit.
Yeah, so my initial game plan is the Hornets will kill the scouts in the back with the shooting, or at least force a lead check and give me a decent shot, which point I can turbo boost my star up top there. I can then move the other jet bike unit over to the other objective where your second Sicarian is and contest it, and then you throw my Wraith Knight away to hold the objective. But unfortunately, my shooting doesn't go that way. I think I only killed 1 scout out of the unit. You made a bunch of... I just either fouled the wound or you actually made 6 up go to grounds.
Yeah, I made 1 out of 6. Or 1 out of... No, I guess I made 1. I lost more than 1 guy.
No, you only lost 1.
Oh, yeah, you just didn't move off.
Yeah, no, I just fouled him.
Statistically, you still shouldn't kill the unit off. You should be able to do enough to force a lead check, though.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of hoping. Force the lead check, maybe you'll break, and, it'll give me a play.
So, I have the bike unit that was already there. I bounce them up. I jump, and you use them to chain back in the Wolfguard Battle Leader and the Iron Priest, so I can try to charge into your unit. I got the 2 Sicarians. They're going to pick up. They're going to fight after the Hornets there. The biggest problem I'm running into is I need to roll high enough charge distance so I can make sure to get my big punch guys into combat. Also, you kind of threw the jet bike unit in the way. I'm just going to take them. That's going to be the easy first blood. That's one of my options for first blood. Obviously, both the Hornets. I actually wound up getting one of the Hornets for first blood. So both Sicarians kill Hornet. I make the assault in. I scrub on the assault horribly. I don't roll high enough distance to actually make it in with my big punchy units. We sit there. I hit and run out and go hide in the corner. Just to kind of stay away from you.
Now, the big thing is you did force me to jink because of the melta-guns and all that. So, with forcing me to jink and not wanting to lose, guys, I was now in a position where I felt, well, I can't commit to this fight. I can't unload all of my hopefully rending firepower into him, cause some wounds, and then charge in and try to clean it up. So, my big game plan now is to simply back off.
I was kind of surprised by that. I thought it was the best opportunity you had to get an assault off there. So I was kind of surprised. I mean, it's better for me, I think, that you backed off a little bit. Your Wraith Knight does come out here and try to get more aggressive, which is what you have to do at this point. I'm pretty much out of Cyberwolves at this point in the unit because 2 ran off, and I lost a couple earlier. So you can now come up with the guy with the, now you can actually push up and go, okay, now I'm going to try to take out your shot, take out my actual 3. I've been rolling save. I wind up having to look out, sir, and I lose a bike, I think, in the process of it. You only get 1 wound. I passed it off to a bike and let a bike splat instead. Because the bikes are pretty useless for me at this point. Minus the apothecary, the rest are pretty much junk.
So, I mean, you've cleaned up 2 of my Windrider jet bike units because I've had to just have them out there. Basically, when I realized I wasn't going to get first blood and I was giving up first blood, they became a lot more of a throwaway. Try to get maelstrom points, try to roadblock you, slow you down. You've killed my Wraith Knight, and right now it's just kind of your reposition time. I mean, it's turn 5. We're coming into turn 5 here. And what is your thought process here and your moves to try to secure the game on 5?
So I pretty much look at it as you've got a miracle play on turn 5 to try to do anything. I'm beating you on Maelstroms. You'd have to miracle on turn 5. Turn 6 is probably, and turn 6 or 7 then would just be mine. So I've tried to bubble out that bottom objective. Because I didn't have quite enough movement, I actually have to run and turbo boost instead of actually shooting or doing anything. The biggest kind of gamble is I've got the bikes, I've got the Wolfgar Battle Leader and guys like that, and I don't really know what to do with them. I was going to get them in just position to do something on the next turn, but I figure why not? If I can get rid of that last Wave Serpent, because the Wave Serpent's dead middle between the 3 is actually immobilized right now. If I can charge and kill off that last one, it really cuts your mobility down. So I bubble out the 1 unit with the bike, even with the 3 bikes, even though I don't have enough room, you can actually get in with the Hornet and contest. I'm holding the unit in the one in the back. And the one on the right is kind of open. So what you wind up doing is really smart. You come up, you tank shock with the Serpent on the bottom, push me off to you have that because your objective secured. The Hornet comes over and contests the one in the top middle. You have the one on the bottom. We're contesting the one top middle. You jump one guy off and go take the one on the bottom right, and then you leave me with the one in the top left. So you've got 2 objectives to my 1. So you would have me on primary at that point. I wind up getting you on secondary then, which puts you 4-3 in your favor. I have First Blood Linebreaker. You have Linebreaker. We tie 5-5.
Yep.
If you want to see what we talked about the list, check out the 11 Company podcast at tang2.com. You can see all of our stuff. You can see kind of our in-depth stuff. Look at it. Also, if you guys don't play with Forge World or stuff like that, it's kind of neat. This is all part of the LVO and Bay Area Open packet for their Forge World Allowed stuff.
All right, guys, have a good one.